Ever wondered why shopping for a new appliance today feels like navigating a minefield? You look at the brand, you look at the prices, you look at the features, and it's all so confusing. That's not by accident, that's by design. So many people ask me the question, what appliance should I buy? And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you about the structure of this industry, so you avoid all the pitfalls that can occur. We've all bought an appliance or two over the years, and the machines have only lasted a small period of time. And we've turned around to ourselves and said, I'm never buying that brand again. And you go into the superstore and you decide to pick a different make and machine, not understanding that the old machine that you had and the new machine that you're purchasing, although they are two different brand names, all come from the same manufacturer. I've been in the industry for over 40 years and I have seen the industry seriously change. Up until the 90s, manufacturers used to build their reputation with good quality products. But in the 90s, the industry decided it was cheaper to acquire brand names and other manufacturers rather than continuing building good quality. This allowed them to obtain the market share that they needed in the superstores. Just so you understand the manufacturer's family trees, I'm going to bring some examples up on the screen here. Now, if we took a company like Bosch, Neff and Siemens, which are all well-known brands within the United Kingdom, but what you don't realise is throughout the rest of the world, they have multiple different brands associated to that company. If we also look at good manufacturers like English companies that were around in the 80s that built their reputation, for example, Hotpoint. Hotpoint was originally acquired by Indesit. Then Indesit was sold out to Whirlpool. Now, Beko actually own the whole company. And they own multiple brands as well. Another great British company was Hoover, and you might know their name from their vacuum cleaners. But Hoover was acquired by Candy, and now a Chinese company called Haier has taken over the whole group. We can also look at other companies around the world. Scandinavia, for example, they have Electrolux. Electrolux own Zanussi and AEG, which are two popular brands within the UK. You might not even be aware that IKEA, which is one of the world's biggest furniture stores, most of the appliances that are sold in IKEA are manufactured by the Electrolux group. Now, when it comes to great German engineering, we've already discussed Bosch, Neff and Siemens, which is one company. Miele is another company that produce high-quality products in Germany. Although their products are quite expensive and also their parts are exceedingly expensive, they are a family-run company. Now, when it comes to the Far East market, we have companies like LG, Samsung, Daewoo, just to mention a few. We have Chinese manufacturers that actually produce for a lot of the world's marketplace today. Let's face it, most of the stuff we see in all the names that I mentioned when it comes to components are manufactured in China today. When it comes to the American market, it's exactly the same as the rest of the world. Yes, their appliances are bigger, but the company structures are exactly the same. Now that we got an understanding of brands towards manufacturers, we need to discuss an individual brand when you go into a showroom or whether you're looking at a website. I understand manufacturers doing vented condenser and heat pump tumble dryers to give you the choice of what you need. When it comes to washing machines, whether you need a front loader or a top loader and different drum capacities. But we don't need Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, auto dosing systems, auto weighing systems. At the end of the day, the manufacturers are greenwashing this industry to the point of insanity. I am all for machines using less energy and less water. The environmental savings are good. But when the machine is ending up on the landfill after 5 years, where is the beneficial saving to you or the environment? Now, you may already think this industry is tarnished, but let me show you some dirty secrets that the superstores and the manufacturers are getting up to when it comes to models on appliances. The domestic appliance industry is one of the largest industries in the world, and I think it outweighs the car industry, because we have at least 4 appliances in every household, and these appliances today are not lasting much more than 5 years. Each individual superstore and website has huge amounts of buying capability. They are able to turn around to an individual manufacturer and ask for a specific model number for their superstore. For example, in the United Kingdom, we may have 2 or 3 big sellers on the web. we may have 3 or 4 appliance superstores throughout the United Kingdom. Each of those companies will turn round to the manufacturer and have an exclusive model to their superstore. Although the same machine could be bought from another superstore with a different model number. It may have some cosmetic differences, but the mechanical parts inside are exactly the same. The reason they do this is because they are able to offer price match guarantees. This means that you cannot buy this model anywhere else, so they don't have to compete with the pricing. Now, when it comes to purchasing an appliance, repairability is something that you might have in your mind. Some manufacturers are very good at supplying the workshop manuals, wiring diagrams, and the information of all the part numbers for each individual component in the machine. Other companies are not. Now, when it comes to spare parts, some of the Chinese companies that produce tabletop dishwashers, air fat fryers, and other appliances do not even supply the part data that you need to be able to purchase the parts. Never mind that they don't supply any technical information whatsoever. And in my opinion, this all needs to change. It is also worth noting that some manufacturers have high-end brands and low-end brands, and you may have a washing machine motor that fits both of these machines. Because they're able to identify it with 2 different part numbers associated to different model numbers and different brands, they even charge different blooming prices. This whole industry is getting far too confusing and is designed to rip the consumer off. All that being said, people are always going to ask me the question of what appliance I recommend. And my simple answer is 1. Keep it basic. 2. Understand if the manufacturer supplies the data for you to be able to have the right to repair. Number 3. I would always ask the salesman whether the machine, if it's a washing machine, the drum can be split. Whether it's a cooker, is it an electronic circuit board in the cooker, or is it conventional selector switches and thermostats? Because I would avoid circuit board driven machines at all costs when it comes to cookers. When it comes to tumble dryers, the legislation is changing. Heat pump tumble dryers are phasing out vented and condensing tumble dryers due to the energy efficiency of these machines. But the beneficial gains in energy efficiency is not there when these appliances are only lasting approximately 5 years due to problems with the filtration systems and the condenser and evaporator getting fluffed up over a period of time. They are nearly impossible to work on when it comes to these problems, and any engineer will tell you that they are an absolute nightmare to repair. They also run on a refrigeration unit, and if the compressor or the gas goes in the system, it also means it's going to go to that big e-waste pile in the sky. I hope this has all given you a good insight into this industry, and I hope you make a wise choice when it comes to purchasing a new appliance. And I do hope that the governing bodies will actually start looking at appliances slightly differently with regards to the Right to Repair Act, the environmental impact of the energy consumption compared to these appliances going on the big e-waste pile after a short period of time. Because my honest opinion, we need to care more about making things last than caring about the small amount of energy efficiencies we gain from modern appliances today. Thank you very much indeed for watching this video. I hope it helped you. And remember, you can always support the website by either buying the parts off us for these appliances or donating to the website and clicking on the Buy Paul a Beer page. Thanks very much indeed for watching.